Welcome back to legendary Franklin Field on the campus of the University of Pennsylvania for the 104th Penn Relays. Track all of your favorite sports on CBS Sportsline. You'll get updated scores and in-depth player profiles, plus exclusive columns, live radio interviews, and more. Go to cbs.sportsline.com. Now let's join our Michelle Tafoya.
Well, Gus, one of the primary participants in these Penn Relays is not a track or field athlete or even a coach. It's a volunteer official who is in his 60th year at this event. He is 85-year-old Chief Clerk Herman Mancini.
I had a quadruple bypass. They knew they had to replace the valve. The doctor said to me, "What type of valve do you want? A flesh valve or a metal valve?" I said, "What's the difference? What are you talking to me about valves?" He said, "Well, a flesh valve is a pig's valve. It's the only valve." I said, "Well, how long they last? I have to take my age into consideration." He said, "They last 10 years, but these metal valves last a lifetime." I said, "Well, give me one of those." He said, "Which one do you want?" I use the dumbbells, and they're different shapes. I said, "Doc, what the hell do I know about valves? Which valve do you sell the most of?" He said, "Well, we do most of this one for whatever reason." I said, "Well, the hell, give me that one." So I have a metal valve.
The pulse of the Penn Relays is located in the paddock, where athletes pack in like sardines. It is Herman Mancini's job to make sense of this.
Let's go. Step lively, please. Please keep order. Stay in line. Just follow the leader, that's all. Stay in line. Come on, ladies. Let's cooperate, please. Thank you. The meet director is not my boss. The clock is my boss. Hey, Coach, you know better than that. Come on, let's go. They're the only team that's not here. Move them, move them. I take pride in finishing on time. No bandanas, ladies. No bandanas. Or headbands.
Former meet director Jim Tuppeny chuckles. 26 years ago, he had to intercede between his chief clerk and Olympic gold medalist Dave Waddle.
I issued my instructions. You can't go out, Mr. Waddle. You have to take the hat off. He wasn't taking it off. I held up the race. They're the rules of the Penn Relays. And Jim Tuppeny says, "Herman, well, all right, let him go." I said to Jim, "Jim, I don't like it."
What a great guy. He's a real goomba.
This weather's for the birds. Go back to Florida.
A native Philadelphian, Herman moved to Florida 23 years ago. His wife, Ida, needed to be in a warm climate for health reasons. This 5-foot man has measured up to all of life's realities. He turned down college scholarship offers to support his family, shining shoes. He's been a milkman, a salesman, and always an athletic official. Never an athlete, still Herman Mancini competes.
We had more people like Herman Mancini. This would be a better world. I wish we could clone him. We'd have him for another 85 years. I tell you, he's great.
Come on, jog to the start. Come on. Second leg, move it. Move it. I was checked into the hospital, and the Penn Relays were coming up. I just got dressed, checked myself out, and they told me that if I checked myself out, that they would not be responsible for whatever happens. I says, "I'm sorry, but if I gotta die, I'll die at the Penn Relays and I'll be happy." Come on! The ones that don't have their sweats off won't run, period. Damn it, we're behind.
Well, Mancini has been an unpaid volunteer at the last 60 Penn Relays, and this will be his last as chief clerk. He announced his retirement at a dinner last night where he symbolically passed the baton to the man you see sitting next to him. That is Bob Glascott, who is actually the son of the man who preceded Mancini. But Mancini says he'll come back and volunteer in any other capacity for the next 60 years, health permitting.
All right, Michelle, Gus Johnson, Dwight Stones, and Carol Lewis. And Carol, in 1981, when you were at Willingboro High, you had an opportunity to be introduced to Mr. Mancini.
Actually, I'm shaking in my boots right now. I'm like, oh, move, keep going. Go have your earrings on. No earrings, no sweats. Get out there and run.